But first, we're going to look at the earthquake. Just after Jesus was crucified, there was an earthquake. Swedenborg says that symbolized a change in the church. And the church is not just the religious organization that Jesus was going to start or that was going to be kicked off because of that event, which is Christianity, but also a change in the way the human mind worked. And we saw that change play out in the spiritual world in that game board thing, that map thing that we had in the last section. Now, the veil splitting in two. Why? The separation between the outer humanity of Jesus and his inner divine soul was now gone. The two were completely united as one. External doctrine that blocked people from seeing the true qualities of God could now be pulled aside. The veil was what separated the parts in the temple. There's a certain part, this is a holier part than this part, so there's no communication. But now the veil, Swedenborg says, the veil split in that temple because it was symbolic of this joining together that came through the work of Jesus Christ, that not only connected the divine human to the divine, but connects something in all of our mind and pulled away these things that were blocking us from fully receiving the divine truth. You may have heard there's a strange little part about the graves being opened and people coming out, and Swedenborg describes the meaning of this in Apocalypse Explained 659. It is recorded in Matthew that after the passion of the Lord, the tombs were opened, and many bodies of those that slept came out of their tombs, went into the holy city, and appeared to many. The tombs being opened and many bodies of them that slept appearing represent the regeneration of the faithful and their resurrection unto life. Not that the bodies themselves, which lay in the tombs, rose again, but that there was the appearance of this in order that both regeneration and resurrection unto life from the Lord might be signified. Moreover, these same words mean that those who are said in the word to be bound in the pit, whom the Lord liberated after he had finished the whole work of redemption, which is what we were looking at before. Again, spiritual rebirth is this regeneration of soul. It's not about coming back into the body. For many of the faithful could not be saved until the Lord had come into the world and subjugated the hells. In the meantime, they were detained in places which are called pits, even up to the coming of the Lord, and they were liberated by the Lord immediately after his coming. See, told you Swedenborg said so. These pits were also represented by the tombs that were opened and those who were therein by those that slept, who after the Lord's resurrection, as it is said, appeared to many in the holy city. The holy city was Zion and Jerusalem, but by these is meant heaven, whither they were raised up by the Lord, for both Zion and Jerusalem were rather profane than holy. Again, Secrets of Heaven 9229, this is a similar subject to that. The real reason Jerusalem is called holy, this is not because of this physical city, how it was then on earth, is that it symbolized the Lord's kingdom in the church. The appearance of dead saints there in a vision seen by several observers symbolized the fact that people in the spiritual church were taken and were saved and were eventually taken up to the holy city, meaning heaven. Until that time, they were kept in an underground realm. So this is symbol after symbol after symbol that Swedenborg talks about, and we're bombarding you with them this episode because this is a lot of the Swedenborg message, is that not just the things in the Bible, but everything is symbolic of something else. Everything teaches you deeper truths. There's the literal, what it's happening at face value, but then there's something deeper and deeper you can learn from everything.